Have you ever thought about buying a condo here in Hawaii? In this video, we're going to talk about the steps to buying your first condo here in Hawaii, the rules, regulations, and terms that you guys should look out for. Stick around for some amazing details. Let's rock! Alright folks, today we're going to talk about how you can buy a condo in Hawaii. It's a great first step to building your home equity here. So have you ever thought about owning your own piece of paradise and don't have a whole lot of money? Start off small and buy a condo. Before we jump in, I'd like to introduce those who are new to my channel. I'm Cachola Prather with eXp Realty. I'll be glad to help those who would like to buy or sell real estate here in Hawaii. If you guys haven't done already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my social media platforms where I provide a great amount of value every single week. With that being said, let's talk about the necessary steps to getting your first condo here in Hawaii. Now, apartment and condo are two different things. Apartments include multiple living spaces for rent, and they cannot be purchased. Whereas a condo can be owned individually, which just comes with rules and regulations and CCRs. A fee simple condo means you have control of the land and the property that you have in store. Whereas a leasehold, you have control of the property, but not the land. If you see condos that are probably less than $200,000, it might be a leasehold, meaning that you're paying the landlord a fee to rent out the land. If that lease is for multiple years, it may make sense for investors. But if it's for a short term, like 7 years, you either pay a big fee depending on how much the land is worth, or you just relinquish the land. Number one, condo prices. You haven't been paying attention to the market, so I'll let you know that currently, as of May 2022, the U.S. median price for a home is $428,500. And in Hawaii, a condo is $515,000 in a median price. For those who are not used to sticker shock, Hawaii has always been in a big seller's market, low supply, high demand, because we're on an island. But you can be assured that there are more condo openings than single-family home openings. So how much is a condo going to cost you? It all depends on location. For example, Century Park Plaza in Pearl City, the Twin Towers, can range from at least $250,000. And the closer you get into the town, the more expensive it will be. And it also depends on the amenities and the quality of the condo. As of this recording, Metro Honolulu price for a condo is $451,000. The closer you get to the beach, the ocean, and the rest of the amenities, the more expensive it will be. And that is what we call the paradise tax. For those who are PCSing over to Hawaii, be sure to check to see if your condo that you want to go for is VA approved. If the condo has some litigation and problems, banks will probably not lend to them. And be careful, if there are any condos that have rental income investments, they might require a large down payment. Another thing to look out for is that HOA fees. They range from $500 to $700 here in Hawaii on average. Anything lower, you're pumped, and anything higher, there better be some excellent luxuries or quality of service. Number two, amenities. Now, some of the great things about being at the condo is that you get some amenities that you would not have in a single-family home, such as a pool, a jacuzzi, a fire pit, your own security, your landscaping, an elevator, as these will be included in the HOA fees. Some of the cheaper condos just include coin and community laundry. But if you have a washer dryer inside your unit, you're very, very fortunate. Another thing to look out for is security. Is there a guard at the gate? Are there cameras? Is it just cameras? Is it around a safe community? Will there be extra parking for the visitors? Will I have a covered or an uncovered parking lot? Number three, HOA fees. So like I mentioned, HOA fees in Hawaii usually range from $500 to $700 a month. Double check to see if your HOA fees include electricity, water, and sewer. Because sometimes common expenses don't always include electricity. But they're just HOA fees. What could possibly go wrong? A lot of things can go wrong. It comes in the form of a special assessment. So when you're working with your agent, have him or her during escrow receive the RR 115C or the condo docs, which will be discussed later on in the video. Number four, the year that it was built. If you know it's going to Waikiki, you'll see that a lot of buildings are around 40, 50 years old. Not a whole lot of young buildings. Usually newer condos won't have a lot of issues, but it'll still be expensive to fix some issues. Whereas older condos will have multiple occurring issues, such as elevator, maintenance, stairs, railings, and that is something that your agent will look in. And number five, condo docs, RO 105C. So like I mentioned, your agent will receive the condo docs once you guys go into escrow for a condo. If at any time you don't like what is in the condo docs, whereas in special assessments or any fees that you don't like or rules, you can still back out of that contract and have a right to get that EMD back. If you think the condo docs are very intimidating, don't worry, as most of the condo docs are usually electronically via email, which include the bylaws, declarations, the meeting minutes, reserve study. Check inside the reserve study and see if there's any big projects coming up. Are there any money in the reserves? If there is a lot of money in the reserves, hooray, HOA fees won't go that much up. That means they'll probably have enough money to fix that project. But once those reserves do get depleted out of that project, guess what happens? HOA fees go up, and they usually go between 2 to 4% every single year to combat inflation and insurance, which is looking at about $15 to $20 additional per month, which is not that bad. But that also depends on the condo that you live in. And if those reserves are mismanaged or they don't have enough money to fix that big project, guess what happens? In addition to those HOA fees, you'll be seeing an increase or demand of special assessments. This is where the HOA ask everyone to pay additional fee to pay up for that big project. Now, don't be scared. If you, the client, are not happy with that special assessment coming up, you still have the option to back out. Some of the big projects that do drain out reserve funds include the elevator, the roof, the railings, and the parking lot. Also check when it's quiet time, when you can bring stuff up the elevator, when you can rent out the elevator or use the dollies. And even if you got your furry pet, check to see if they're pet friendly. Check how many you can keep, how big, and also check in the CNRs if there are any pet amenities. Number 6, parking. In many cases with a condo, you either will get 1 parking, 2 parking, or maybe no parking at all. Good rule of thumb, if there's a parking spot that you're not using, you can also rent it out to a friend or a buddy for additional money. Also check with your CNRs on that one. Check where your stall is located and see if your Tacoma truck will fit inside the garage. And be sure to check if visitor parking has a lot of stalls or little stalls or no stalls at all. You would not want to have Bible study with frustrations over parking. Number 7, Condotels. You'll find most of these in Waikiki or Moana. Most of these are rentals and range from 200 to 300 square footage. That may be great, however, they usually don't have a kitchen, washer dryer unit, or maybe not even parking. You'll find most of these either at Moana Hotel, the Bamboo Hotel. It can range from under 200 grand. And even though it may look good from a cheaper standpoint, probably not for a fee simple to build equity. Because it's in a resort zone, you could find a tenant to use that and build passive income through there. Number 8, big ticket items and maintenance. If you live in a single family home and you have a washer dryer or something with electrical that breaks down, you usually have to pay for it. But when you're in a condo, everyone pitches in, the landlord can help you out on that, and it can be helped up to $500. But be careful, those funds will just come out of the reserve funds. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed my video about buying a condo here in Hawaii. Again, if you guys enjoyed my video, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. Got my contact information below. If you guys have any questions about that, and subscribe to my channel. I'd be glad to enjoy and give you guys more value in the future. If you guys are looking to buy or sell real estate here in Hawaii, I'm a licensed realtor with eXp Realty. I'll be glad to help you. Feel free to text me, email me, or DM me up on my social media platforms. I'll be glad to help you later on. Again, my name is Joey Cachola Prather with eXp Realty. I'll see you guys soon. Let's rock!